Listening Section Directions. The listening section of the Toefl IBT test measures your ability to understand conversations and lectures in English. In an actual test, the listening section is divided into 2 or 3 separately timed parts. In each part, you will listen to 1 conversation and 1 or 2 lectures. You will hear each conversation and lecture only 1 time. After each conversation or lecture, you will answer some questions about it. Answer the questions based on what is stated or implied by the speakers. In an actual test, a clock that is provided shows you how much time remains. The clock does not count down while you are listening. The clock counts down only while you are answering questions. For this practice test, a useful guideline is to spend no more than 35 seconds to answer a question. You may take notes while you listen. You may use your notes to help you answer the questions. Your notes will not be scored. In some questions, you will see this icon. This means that you will hear but not see part of the question. Some of the questions have special directions. These directions will appear in a gray box on the screen. Most questions are worth 1 point. If a question is worth more than 1 point, it will have special directions that indicate how many points you can receive. You must answer each question. After you answer, select Next. Then select OK to confirm your answer and go on to the next question. After you select OK, you cannot return to the previous questions. You can select Review at any time, and the review screen will show you which questions you have answered correctly or incorrectly and which you have not answered. From this review screen, you can go directly to any question you have already seen in the listening section. Select Continue to go on.
Directions. In this question, you will be asked to give your explanation about the topic. After you hear the question, you will have 15 seconds to prepare your response and 45 seconds to ask.
Some people prefer to plan activities in their free time. Others choose not to make any plans at all for their free time. Which do you prefer and why?
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Directions. In this
question, you will read a short passage about a campus situation, and then listen to a talk on the same topic. You will then answer a question using information from both the reading passage and the talk. After the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak.
What is that new thing they're doing in the cafeteria? Table talk, is that what it's called?
Yeah, that's it. It's where students can talk to professors. Anyway, it's an excellent opportunity for us psychology majors.
I don't really get how it's going to help us.
Well, as you know, usually we only have the chance to communicate with our professors during office hours or by appointment, but since their time is so limited, of course, they have lots of students and all. It's hard to get much one-on-one time with them. Now, with this new program, we'll be able to talk about psychology with professors during lunch hours.
It seems like it could be okay, and we can probably learn some stuff.
Exactly, and that's not the only thing. More psychology students will go to the cafeteria for lunch now, so it'll be a great opportunity to socialize with other psychology students. You know, psychology classes are huge. Sometimes more than 100 students in one class. So, it's not easy to get acquainted with everyone. I've wanted to meet and hang out with some people who share my academic interests. What do you think? Do you want to go check it out when it starts?
Yeah, I'll give it a try. It might be fun.
The woman expresses her opinion of the announcement made by the psychology department. State her opinion and explain the reasons she gives for that opinion.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep.
Directions. In this question, you will read a short passage on an academic subject and then listen to a talk on the same topic. You will then answer a question using information from both the reading passage and the talk. After the question, you will have 30 seconds to prepare your response and 60 seconds to speak.
Mostly when we talk about dormancy, we discuss bears and ground squirrels that are inactive for much of the winter. But dormancy can occur regardless of what season it is, and in actuality, some animals enter dormancy to escape dry conditions. One animal that does this is the lungfish, a tropical freshwater fish. Lungfish species undergo behavioral changes to survive exceedingly unfavorable conditions. These species inhabit certain parts of Africa, Australia, and South America, which are known for their particularly hostile environments. These areas receive intense solar radiation, especially in summer, causing shallow lakes to dry up completely. In such conditions, the lungfish dig holes in the mud and bury themselves to wait out the dry season beneath the upper crust of baked earth. Throughout this period, the slime and mud protect the lungfish from heat and keep them moist. They remain dormant until sufficient precipitation allows the water to rise. This period also coincides with physiological changes. For one, their metabolism slows down to about 1/60th of their normal rate. This has a dramatic effect on their food intake. Lungfish are capable of consuming large amounts of crabs and other fish, but once they enter dormancy, the slower metabolism makes it possible for them to eat nothing at all. And that sluggish metabolic rate has other effects as well. Their heartbeat slows considerably, and they hardly need to breathe at all, although they possess the ability to breathe air. In this state, the lungfish can survive for as long as 2 years.
The professor describes 2 examples. Describe how his example illustrates the concept of dormancy.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep.
In this question, you will listen to part of a lecture. You will then be asked a question about what you have heard. Your response will be scored on your ability to speak clearly and coherently and on your ability to accurately convey information about what you heard. You will have 20 seconds to prepare and 60 seconds to respond.
Sometimes birds eat unexpected substances, such as dirt, and this practice seems to go against common sense. After all, the soil would seem to have little or no direct nutritional value for birds. So then why would birds eat dirt? Scientists have studied various bird species and found that they eat dirt for different reasons. Today I will be discussing 2 of these reasons. First, birds don't have any teeth for chewing their food, so eating dirt may help them break up food into small particles to aid in digestion. Take pigeons, for example, which can commonly be observed eating fairly large pieces of soil. Sounds a bit unusual, doesn't it? Anyway, scientists believe that pigeons consume coarse dirt and pebbles in order to grind food into smaller pieces inside their stomachs. Coarse dirt and pebbles are hard and rough enough to crush the pigeon's food, such as seeds, into smaller pieces. And these smaller pieces of food are easier for the pigeons to digest. Another reason birds eat dirt is that it can help protect them from harmful substances. Scientists have observed many species of tropical parrots eating soil from riverbanks, and what's interesting is that they only eat very fine soil. Why fine soil? Well, researchers have pointed out that many of the seeds and fruits that these parrots eat are covered in poisonous chemicals, and these seeds and fruits would normally be extremely harmful if eaten. But by consuming very fine dirt, the parrots are able to create a protective lining for their stomachs. This coating of fine dirt absorbs the poison and prevents it from entering the parrot's system.
In this way, the parrots can get nutrition from the seeds and fruit without absorbing the toxic substances. Pretty remarkable, isn't it?
Using points and examples from the talk, describe 2 reasons why birds consume dirt.
Please prepare your answer after the beep. Please begin speaking after the beep.